Welcome back to Simply Southern and another Rural Roundup of agricultural news from here in Alabama. A few weeks ago, we brought you a story about the southern pine beetle epidemic and the devastating effects it's having on pine forests. Now the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Farm Service Agency is responding. Landowners in all 67 counties are eligible to apply for the Emergency Forest Restoration Program, which will provide financial and technical assistance to private landowners impacted by drought and insect infestation. Applications are due March 31st of 2025 and should be submitted through the local Farm Service Agency offices. To learn more about the southern pine beetle epidemic, visit the Alabama Forestry Commission's website at forestry.alabama.gov. This year's hay crop has also suffered due to a summer drought and armyworms. To help, the Alabama Department of Agriculture and Industries offers a hay listing on its website. Farmers who were lucky enough to harvest more than they need can register and list what they have for sale. That makes it a good one-stop site for farmers who will need additional hay to feed livestock throughout the winter. To access the hay listing, visit agi.alabama.gov and click on the Hay for Sale icon. There's good news for Alabama beekeepers and livestock farmers. Legislation that went into effect October 1st can now exempt certain items from state sales and use taxes. Those include the sale of honeybees and products made by honeybees, such as beeswax and royal jelly. On the livestock side, the exemption applies to fencing materials, including posts, wire, and standard metal gates. To receive the exemption on up to $25,000 worth of fencing, farmers must provide a specific form to the seller. For more details, go to alfafarmers.org, select the News tab, and select the Cultivator Newsletter. Then select the September 18th edition.
Back in September, 77 Auburn University undergraduate students studying agriculture or forestry were recognized during the Alabama Farmers Agriculture Foundation Scholarship Reception. The majority of scholarships presented are awarded through a partnership between the foundation and county farmers federations. Additionally, 4 special scholarships were awarded that honor the legacy of leaders in agriculture. You can see a full list of recipients by visiting alfafarmers.org and clicking on the News tab. Applications for the Ag Foundation scholarships, as well as Alfa Foundation scholarships, will open on November 1st. To learn more, visit alfafarmers.org, scroll over the Resources tab, and select Scholarships. It's been a long time coming, and now Alabama farmers can modernize their farm insurance policies through Alfa Insurance. With an upgraded system, Alfa Farm policies offer upgraded coverage options and faster speed of delivery. Existing policyholders will see all the benefits when it's time to renew. To learn more, head over to our website, simplysouthern.tv.net, where we've linked to an Alabama AgCast that provides all the details. This October marks the 60th anniversary of Beef Month in Alabama. To celebrate, the Alabama Cattlemen's Association has put together a list of 60 Savory Stops. Those are restaurants that serve beef dishes recognized as finalists in past Cattlemen's contests. I know 60 beef dishes are a lot to enjoy with just a few weeks left in the month, but I feel like some of y'all are up to that task. To see the full list, head over to bamabeef.org and you'll find the 60 Savory Stops listed under the Beef Checkoff tab. After a good steak or burger, you need a good dessert. So stick around. After the break, Stacy Little of Southern Bite shares his recipe for lemon cream pie.
Did you ever have a secret family recipe that was so good people told you to bottle it and sell it? Maybe you just need some help getting started. Today we are in Brittle Heaven to learn how a small business owner has made her dreams reality with the help of Alabama Extension. Come along as we discover more. Sarah Deese said she never saw herself in business selling peanut brittle, but when medical expenses for her ill son began to pile up, she leaned on a family tradition to help cover growing expenses.
Whenever I was a young girl, my mother and I would make brittle and give it away as Christmas gifts, and everybody loved it, and they always would say, y'all need to sell this, and we never took it seriously, but all of a sudden that was downloaded in my spirit, so I thought, okay, I'll do that.
Looking for guidance on where to begin, Deese was connected with St. Clair County Extension Coordinator Leanne Clark and Regional Agent Angela Treadaway, and a partnership was born.
I got my cottage law certificate. I started selling it at farmers markets and any local markets that I could find.
As word spread and demand grew for her brittle and other sweet treats, Deese knew establishing her own business was a logical next step. Treadaway agreed.
She wanted to expand and do a little bit more with expanding, and I said, well, if you're going to do more than just the brittle, you're going to need to do ServSafe.
Soon after Deese became certified, Brittle Heaven was born.
Some people call it quaint, some people call it homey, you know, like they walk in and say, oh, this is just like my mama's kitchen or my grandma's kitchen, and it makes me feel good because that's the way I want them to feel. It's like their home.
That is wonderful that she's able to do that, was able to provide for her family. And that's what, to me, Extension is there for, is to help people to learn to do that kind of stuff.
There's no way I could do what I'm doing now if I hadn't had the encouragement and the guidance from the Alabama Extension office.
What we eat, what we wear. It all starts somewhere. And if it's good, it usually starts with a farmer. And that somewhere is right here in Alabama. In a field, in a barn, on a tractor. Right now, there's a farmer starting something good for all of us. And it all starts right here in Alabama.
For more Simply Southern, follow us on social media. And while you're online, visit our website, simplysouthern.tv.net. Simply Southern continues in a moment.
Buying from local farms has turned healthy eating into an adventure for the kids.
Beef tastes even better when you know the farmers who raise it. I love a good steak, and it's nice knowing that our local ranchers are helping our environment.
I do like a little honey in my tea. Keeping my money in the local economy by buying from Alabama farmers makes it taste even sweeter.
Bring the farm to your home. Discover what's growing near you at sweetgrownalabama.org.